Hey there, beautiful people. Happy Friday. Let me pull up my chat. If my voice is weird, it's just because I got a cold. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy. Pulling up my chat right now. Hold on. Throw on some incense here. Okay. Hello, hello. Hey, Jeannie. Good to see you, babe. How you feeling? I missed you too, boo. Hold on one second. Let me get backwards. Okay. So, hello, Irene. M. Hello. Angelica. Hello. CA Cutie. Mary Jane. Okay. Jean. Hey, babe. Stephanie. Hello, and thank you for your 2 donations. LT Spiritual. Hello. Space Cowboy. Hello. Andresa. Hello. Rach. Hello. Sabrina. Hello. Just Janelle. Hello. Nana. Hello. Happy Friday. Let's see. Diamond Girl. Hello. Cherry. Hello. I'm trying to see this name. Molson. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. AA, hello. Culture, hello. Whoa. Just filling up fast today. So we've got 4 spots left. So if I said your name, you're on the list. Four spots. Thank y'all for joining me. If y'all are here, please hit the like button. I appreciate all your love and support. I put you on the list, love. Just hold your question until we call you. We go on the order as people come in. It was filling up fast, and now it's like on silent. Probably till I say, okay, let's go. Just save your question until I call you, please. Thank you, Rachel, for your 2 donations. I'll call my list out to you, Jean. I've got Hello, Jeannie, Irene, M, Angelica, CA Cutie, Mary Jane, Stephanie, LT Spiritual, Space Cowboy, Andresa, Rachel, Sabrina, Mulshin, Nana, Diamond Girl, Cherry. Wait, hold on. I don't know whose name that is. Nana, Diamond Girl, Cherry, Mulshin, AA, Culture. Try to see whose name that is. Just Janelle. Sorry. So it was Sabrina, Just Janelle, Nana, Diamond Girl, Cherry, Mulshin, AA, Culture. Angelic, hello. I didn't get anybody twice, so I'm not sure. Let me try to see who you're missing. You don't have Nana, that's why. Nana was after Just Janelle. Kiki, hello. And Cece, hey girl, hey. Yay. Congrats, girl. Congrats. I know it's long time coming, huh? I am doing okay. I've got a little bit of a cold, so my throat hurts a little bit. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Cece Moon, thank you for your 2 donations, boo. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Molson, just hold your question. I put you on the list, but you gotta wait till I call you. If you're not patient, this isn't the place for you because the free list takes a while to get to. Because I've already got 6 donations ahead of the free list, so just be patient. And I got you, Rachel. You're after Stephanie. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Stephanie, what are your questions, my love? Okay, Jonathan's current feelings and intentions. Oh, thank you, Natty, for your donation, love. You'll go after Cece. Alright. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Fool, the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. It's kind of like physically, right? Their action oriented self wants to just go for it and like come towards you. But it's almost like the star is holding up their hand like wait. Because the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, right? Like it's not time. So spirit may be putting like a block to keep them from coming forward. I think they think about you a lot at night when they're like about to go to bed, and it's stressing them out, but at the same time it's like they're still stuck in the illusion, right? They're not wanting to accept the truth. And because when they accept the truth, which would be the Nine of Swords, would mean that they have to take accountability. And that's where their healing is, like that part of themselves that needs to take accountability for their actions. The Knight of Wands, I was reckless with your heart. I didn't do you right. They're aware, but at the same time, it's like that's who they are. So, and accepting it is meaning that they have to change it. Okay, we have apology and then influences. So maybe they're going to apologize that they let outside influences affect this connection, and maybe even to like redirect them on another path, which doesn't, could have been a third party, could have been a family member, could have been anything, right? It's saying that something came in between the two of you and they need to apologize. They're conflicted, and they show me that card a lot, that there's differences between the two of you, that they feel they're not sure if it's like a match, or if they come back, if they're going to have to deal with conflict. I got spying, so they're keeping a track of you some way, somehow, even if like you don't know it. Exhaustion. I think their thoughts and their mind and whatever they're going through right now is just pushing them to the point of being exhausted, depleted, not having much to give. And that could be also what's keeping them from coming forward with that apology. I feel like it's gonna come, but it's like for now, until they can take accountability and come in with an apology for what they did wrong and how they treated you, then, they're not gonna really move on it. As much as they'd like to, they would love to go in there and just be like, hey, and everything from before just be dropped. But they know that's not the case. They know that if they come in, there's going to be a discussion. There's going to be some type of needing to take accountability, because they did kind of leave you without answers. And so there would have to be conversations. And maybe they feel like they are unable to at the current moment because they're scared of telling the truth. They're scared of the consequences for those actions. It's like a kid or a dog, when they know they're in trouble, they put their head down and they go hide in the corner like, don't look at me, I know I did something dirty. So that's what I got for you, boo. Okay, your second question. Why at times did you feel like something was lacking or missing with Jonathan? Okay. Why you felt that way? You don't know why? Okay, let's see. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. The way that I'm seeing it is like energetically, you weren't getting back the energy that you were putting out. Your energy was like, I can see a future. I can see things moving forward past where we are. I can see us building something. But internally, you felt them pulled back, kind of in hermit mode. Even though they were there, they were still, kind of to themselves energetically. They have the Four of Cups. They were so focused on whatever happened in their past that they weren't able to really give you what it was that you deserved. And I think energetically you felt that. You felt there was some kind of influences that was keeping y'all from totally connecting on a better level, because you're seeing the future. You're seeing, I see a future, and they're like pulled back. They're like still, you know, and we knew that going in, that this person just got out of a relationship. They weren't healed. You would have to take things slow with them, and I think even though things looked good on the surface, a person can only hold their mask on for so long, right? They can only, I don't know, like eventually you're going to see through it. The more that you get to know them, the more that you chip away at the superficial things. And I think internally you felt the Seven of Swords. You felt that you weren't getting the full truth. You weren't getting the answers that you needed. When things happened, they would pull away, or they would kind of redirect things in a way that it was like pushing the outcome. Um, and I think you even knew in time, like, you were going to get exhausted. Ten of Wands, of never fully understanding them. Like, you knew they had secrets, but they weren't expressing them to you. They weren't helping themselves by being able to share it. And it's stuff that they hold on to themselves. Like, they have a lot of conflict internally. But, you know, you started to pick up on it. Queen of Cups. You started to feel it. You started to get messages from the universe like, maybe this isn't the right time for the two of you to come together, because you're able to give so much more and they just weren't. Yeah, and it's like where you saw victory, they saw conflict, and you could see a way out of the conflict, but not with the non-answers that you were getting. And I don't think you two had the same vision, and that's why I feel like you always felt like something was off, because you were the one giving the energy, and with them, you internally at a soul level, like, knew, like, I know there's more to this. I know there's something they should say or need to say, or whatever, but you never got it. And that's probably why you felt that lack. You felt them. But I hope that helps, love. And again, I'm sorry for my voice. I've got a cold, and I've been taking medicine, and I spent all day resting, and I'm like, it's not going nowhere. So here I am. I'm giving you as much percent as I have today. All right, Rachel, it's your turn, boo. You gotta go back to work already? Oh my goodness. Okay, did you make the right decision for walking away from Michael? Okay. I definitely feel that you made the right judgment call. I have the Queen of Wands, the Strength card, the Fool, the Six of Swords, and the Judgment card. For me, it's like, especially with the Ten of Swords on the bottom. You knew that if you stayed, you were going to end up in this place of getting hurt. You felt it internally. And what Spirit's saying is you made the right choice, because now you're free and clear from the conflict of holding on to somebody that isn't showing up for you. I definitely feel that you were conflicted on the inside. You had questions about, like, something's not right here, something's off, and you followed that. And I think it was a good choice, because like I said, you're not blocking your door for something new to come in if you're looking for love at all, you know. Yeah, you're like, this isn't my star. I can't see myself spending the rest of my life with this. I'd rather get out now before, you know, like, it gets too deep. And intuitively, I think you felt it with the High Priestess. You were like, something's not right here. My ego is attracted to this person. And this person does validate my existence in some way, you know, like, on some level it served its purpose. But at the same time, the fact that you can walk away early shows strength. It shows, like, you're able to overcome the ego and say, you know, it's just not worth it. Because if not, I think you were going to get in the space where you were going to kind of emotionally detach from this person anyway. But all they carry, you know, they carry a lot of heavy burdens, and you don't need that. You would constantly be begging them for attention, because their primary focus is still stuck in the past or in the 3D with the Four Cups, Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords. Like, they haven't seen the truth yet. You know, like, they love from the place that they're able to, and that's okay too. But I don't think the two of you were in alignment. So Spirit's like, good job. You made the right judgment call. All right. Second question, Rachel. I mean, I say it in my head, so it's not like I need to speak it out loud. Spirit knew who we were talking about. But you want me to do it again? Did you walk away from two Michaels? The one thing y'all don't understand is, like, we don't have to speak the question. It's in my head. I know, but I'm saying I said the question in my head, so Spirit knows what I was referring to. But I mean, if you want me to use your second question to use just to say the last name out loud, I can do it. But to me, that's just going to be a repeat of what you just got. Okay. Yeah, I don't even really say the questions most of the time, if you know. Yeah, I try to keep names, like, confidential, so I don't, like, go through and speak other people's names, like, unless it's like the first name. But what was your second question? I use his last name. Up further. Okay, hold on. I don't see a second question, Jean. Oh, did he just want sex? Okay. I guess I need to put like live chat on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, I think that was the truth. I think they were in it for the sex, and I'm going to tell you why. We got the Seven of Swords, the Devil, which to me just shows like they were lying to get their way. They were telling you what you wanted to hear, you know. They were planting little seeds or whatever, and because I mean, we have the seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So it's like they were giving just enough to get you to take your energy, because anytime you have sex with somebody, it's basically you're letting them take your energy. Now, I'll pull some cards to see like if it was strictly that, but for me, Seven of Swords and the Devil just shows like they had other intentions, right? They weren't telling the truth. They were just doing whatever to get what they wanted. They were pretending they were loyal. They were pretending that they were this kind-hearted gentleman. Especially when that comes under the Devil and the Seven of Swords, loyalty. If somebody says they're loyal and they want a relationship, but they're crossing their fingers behind their back and they're doing it for other reasons, right? So they kind of also used your loyalty against you. They were distracted by other things and they hold a lot of bitterness inside. So I don't even think their heart is like capable of feeling anything. Yeah, they just wanted the ecstasy. Chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. So unfortunately, it looks like they were just there for a good time. And you deserve better, so, you know, be careful who you give your energy to. Because that takes a sense of, like, your power away when you do that. Alright, Cece, you're next, babe. And thank you again, Rachel. You were feeling it. Especially at first when that Queen of Wands came out, it was like, you know, normally that will show me that it was just like kind of a passionate connection. Okay. Okay, hold on, Cece. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh, yay. It's kind of like when you finally let go of what's not meant for you, how the things just start pouring in, right? Okay, how will the interview next Thursday for program supervisor position? State jobs are pretty good. Except for they pay less than normal for some reason. Like, they have good benefits, but they seem to pay less than other companies. But you can get in the credit union. Alright, let's see. How will the interview go? It's what you've been waiting for, girl. It's the 3 of Wands. Like, oh yeah, let's do this. You deserve it. Don't get in your head about it. Remember who you are. Go in there like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I'm going to get. Hierophant. I do have the 8 of Swords, and sometimes that's like, maybe you get in there and you start to get anxiety or you start to worry. You know, don't get stressed out. You're good. You're meant for this. The High Priestess and the Page of Cups. This might not actually be the job for you, to be honest, but it might be a starting point, right, of your interviews. Because for me, it looks like maybe they're not going to offer you enough, or something about it just doesn't fit with you. But let me clarify, because I'm getting something else. The Hierophant has come out twice, so you're meant to move up the ladder, right? You're meant to get this. It's a blessing from above, of course. I got the Fool. Maybe what it's telling me is like you have concerns about it, but Spirit's like, just do it till you find something else, you know? It could be better than what you're expecting it to be. Because I got 7 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and to me that's saying there's more to come. And so the choice is ultimately up to you. You want to take it, even though maybe it's not giving you everything that you're asking for. But it's saying, like, don't get in your feelings if you don't get it. Because there's a lot of opportunities coming your way. And thank you to whoever just donated. Divine. Was that you? Hey, Jason. Yeah, I see a lot of it is like because of your last experience, you're worried about like getting into something that's disappointing. Okay. Thank you, Divine Timing. You'll go after Nettie. Alright, let me shuffle these back in. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. You'll go after Divine Timing. Alright, Cece, let me get to your second question. And I think that's why they showed me the Hierophant twice, because in both of the Hierophants that I had out showed the stairs. So there could be opportunities to level up. So even if it doesn't look like they're offering everything right away, there are opportunities to advance. I did see that. But let's look into it. And thank you, Rachel, for your 2 donations. All right. The Hierophant again. I definitely feel like because you're smart, like you are so intelligent, right? You don't like to sit still. And that's what it's kind of telling me, is like you will move up, because you're not going to just sit there and let things roll, you know, like you're going to take charge. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. Like, not only are you smart enough, but you've also got the drive, the ambition, the want for bigger and better things, and the Hierophants in between them both. Like, I got you. Where do you want to go? Come on, you know. But I do feel like it might hit your ego a little bit, so don't get too much in your head and be like, I'm going to take this over, you know. Just humbly come in and take over. I split the deck to progress and wealth, so this could be a step towards, because on the progress I have footsteps in the stand, in the sand, not the stand. Excuse me. Success. I definitely feel like no matter where you go and what you do, babe, you're gonna always be headed that way. And the answers you seek are coming, is what it's saying. So if they don't answer things right away, you'll see for yourself. Signs. You're going to start to see signs and synchronicities that are going to tell you, like, what's meant for you. And, like, let's say you're at the job and you're like, I'm so bored, like, this is boring. And then you start seeing signs, and, like, you get, like, some email saying they're hiring for another department. And you're like, bet, I'm going to take that too. And I feel like it's a great match for you. So, like I said, I worked for the state when I was a nurse. And they do underpay a lot compared to other companies, but they do have a lot of advancements and things like that. So, and then they also have good benefits. So, you know, they're not going to like close down and start to, you know, change things up on you, because they're pretty like steadfast and secure. All right, Natty, you're next, babe. I hope that helps. And you come back and tell me, because you deserve the best, my love. A lot of success, a lot of money, it said. All right, what's coming in your love life, huh? All right, let's see. Ten of Cups and Judgment. The Lovers. The Death card. I'm kind of getting a repeating theme of like somebody's making a judgment call. So this could be like a past connection you thought was it. And now you're in the place of being like, never again, you know, and they're coming back around, possibly to resurrect it. El Diablo and the Six of Cups. You ended it because in the past they just weren't it. And that's a lot of majors coming out here. You could have saw everything with this person and you're like, no. No. Okay, hold on. This could mean that someone's coming back in the same energy, but trying to cast an illusion that I want everything, this, that, and the other. Now, they could, so I'm going to clarify, but it kind of feels like either in the past they sold you a dream, everything fell apart, and Ten of Cups, Hermit. Like, there's been a separation. Maybe they've gone into hermit mode. And that's a good place to go, because that's where you're going to find your shadows. So they could be coming back with a true offer of Ten of Cups, because it does say that when I split the deck originally, it was the Judgment and the Ten of Cups. Like, they made a judgment call, like you're it for them. The Lovers again. Clarifying the Lovers. So this is going to be your choice, because Lovers is a choice card. Now, there could be a choice between two. Ten of Wands. I think there was a lot that happened. And like I said, I think you are like, no way, I don't want an ex. You know. But there is a lot of history here. The Ten of Pentacles, they say, I want to make it different. Instead of the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, I want to offer the Ten of Pentacles. So you got the Ten of Cups twice. The Ten of Pentacles. I don't know where that card came from. It just flew. Okay. So I definitely feel like they're coming back trying to reignite something. And for me, I don't know why, Spirit, it's kind of like, if it's not good, if it's not love, don't show it to me. But there's love on some level. I would just say, I feel that it's going to come more towards Scorpio season, because there's a lot of scorpionic energy here. A lot of water, period. And it's going to come out of nowhere, like when you least expect it. But I hope that helps, love. Yeah, if they make genuine effort and they're like not playing games. And what's funny is the star was right behind the tower. And that was the moon. Never mind. Because you can't get to the star without the tower. So hopefully this time they're coming in on some realness instead of some shitness. The shit list. And thank you for your donation, Boo. I appreciate you. Alright, so divine timing. What is your question, love? Yeah, realness. And that's not hard to do once you've realized who you are, but otherwise it's like, people ain't real. It's so funny how my hair looks red in these lights. What can you expect from the connection with Z? Let's see. Okay, are you and Z together? Because what it looks like is there's been some kind of like walking away because this person was acting childish, or they were just like, I don't know, doing things that you consider to be like not good or not healthy. And I think it was because this person was like sad on the inside still from the past. They came in as like real childish and playful, and you guess wanted more out of it. So if you haven't walked away, yeah, okay, you're not together. And that's what I'm seeing is like, it's kind of, I'm going to get clarifiers to see what's going to happen in the future, but it just shows like there were reasons why it didn't work. You know, it was like the 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups. It's like I walked away because they were not fully there for me. And then I got 2 pages. Oh, you have an upcoming date. Let me see. get a lot of page energy. Okay. Now, you could be young, maybe. Maybe that's what it's showing me. But, thank you, Maria. Give me 1 second and I'll talk about it. What it gives me is like, maybe this person wants what they want, you know, so they're the type that will tell you what you want to hear, make things look good, and it feels very playful and fresh, and it could be pages because it's new, you know. But with the devil and the Hierophant, to me, this is like they're not ready for a full commitment. They may say they are, but, or they may even feel that they are at times. But it's like with all the pages, it's like they don't know what they're doing. You know, they're fearful of it at the same time. Like they want connection, but they pull away from it too. So, I mean, if you're just looking for like, you know, a friend or someone to do stuff with, they're probably a great pick. But as far as like real deep relationship, I'm not getting that from them. I think maybe you're gonna make the decision for yourself. You know, I feel like it's not gonna be enough for you, or they're not gonna be enough for you. Um, Unfortunately, it's not rainbows and sunshines. I think right now your main focus is like yourself and building yourself up and loving yourself and creating a life for you. And to me, this kind of looks like, you know, maybe you're just bored and you want like some kind of excitement in your life. So you're like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. But it doesn't look like they're quite ready for anything serious. So keep it casual if that's the case. But yeah, I got the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands twice, and the Page of Cups. But there's no grown people except for the Queen of Swords, and I feel like that's you. And I kind of feel like after time, you may want something more. But this could be good for you now, you know, who knows. But I hope that helps. I hate it when it sounds like I'm talking bad about a person, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to give you the most information. And thank you, Maria, for your 2 donations, boo. And thank you to everybody who's waiting so patiently. All right, Jason, your turn, love. You know, in time, maybe it'll become more, and maybe it's just showing me all the pages because it's so new. But be careful of El Diablo on the side, because that's like very 3D. You're welcome, babe. Okay. Oh, I'll always be honest. I'm, you know, like I will not lie to you. You can ask anybody that's been here for a while. Like I'll give you the hard truth sometimes. But that's because that's the way I would like people to be with me, you know. All right, Jason. Do they really like you? And thank you for your donation. They kind of go back and forth, and it's not that they don't like you. They see stable with you. They could have been dealing with like a narcissist in the past, and they're thinking like this is the right choice for them is to, you know, be there for you. But the fact that they're like showing me the Father of Wands with the Ten of Swords, it's like their energy is still very much in that place of whatever hurt them. Because then I got the Two of Wands, Eight of Swords. It's like like they kind of feel stuck to something from their past. But with you, it's like the Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, like this looks secure. I'll put in effort towards it. And I don't think they'd do that if they didn't like you, to be honest. But let me get some clarifiers and see. I think with the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling me, like, if you give it time, you'll get all the answers you need, or they'll start to trust you more. Yeah, because I think they just got free from something. And if not, they feel that way. Maybe they... Nine of Cups. Like, they're busy loving themselves right now, you know? After something horrible happened. And with you, you bring out the Sun. They do feel happy with you. They feel like all that weight is kind of like a distraction for them right now. Not saying you're a distraction, but in general, like it takes them away from that thinking of the pain all the time. King of Cups, like you're trustworthy. They feel like you could love them and they could love you. You're a lovable person. I have the Hierophant at the bottom. But that's like the future. Two of Wands keeps coming up. It's still their decision at the end of the day to stay stuck in the past or move back to the past or to move forward. But yeah, I do feel like they like you and they trust you. They feel some sense of security with you. But they're kind of messed up a little bit. But we all are. I get it. But I feel like once you choose somebody, you're all about them. You got to be all in, or it's just gonna be hard to build anything until that happens. So that's what I got for you, boo. I hope it helps. I think you're both a little confused, to be honest. All right, Rachel, your turn, boo. Yes, go on a getaway. I need a getaway. I don't know if it's like a permanent one, but I'm getting in the mood of like running. Okay, what Spirit feels about your cousin Chicky. She kept changing her mind. Alright, Spirit, show me Chicky. Okay. It feels like that whatever y'all were doing, they were ready for it. But then something happens, and I think it's like either a mother figure told them some stuff. Because I've got the Queen of Coins, Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. So they were told something by somebody. And instead of like things moving forward, they got in their head about it, and that's probably where like they kept changing their mind. Now I don't know what y'all were doing. I just feel like there was an influence outside of you that influenced their idea of whatever it was y'all were planning on doing. Could have been their mother, could have been like an aunt, could have been whatever. I just feel like they told them something like, don't do it, you're gonna end up messing yourself over, you're gonna be stuck, you're gonna be stressed. Now I don't know who this person is or whatever. I just, with the Queen of Coins, I feel like it's a mother figure, somebody that has kind of been there, done that, and trying to like maybe guide your cousin. a lot of people involved here. So they could have had a talk with a few people. But I feel like whoever it was giving them, like, bad information with the Seven of Swords. They were, like, literally trying to, like, sabotage things. But they come from a place of, like, acting like they love them and it's for their best good and all of that. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just something about it stressed her out, and somebody told, like, maybe she went to people for, like, advice. But I don't know why she's back and forth besides a bunch of people, like, talking. And with the Three of Swords, maybe that was you telling her, no, I can't do it. You know, maybe your job is here. Maybe because you told her no, she started to go backwards. But I don't know. I don't see her, like, going back and forth. It kind of feels like she's either got money problems or she's going through her own stuff too. That could be why you feel like, you know, she's not quite 100% with you. But I do feel that she's got some influences around her that made her stress. Maybe it's just because, you know, she needs somebody to move in there. And when you told her no, she's like, damn. You know, now she's stressing about it anyway and pulled back trying to find another solution. Because there is a lot of energies. There's two men and a woman. Okay, is she real, fake, or full of herself? All right. The song right now is a soul that's been abused. She could have been abused. And so she operates in a different way. I feel like she's not truthful. But it also kind of tells me, like, depending on who you are to her is how she is. But if somebody shows me that their truth is the Seven of Swords, they're not very reliable. They're not trustworthy. They act a little reckless. Maybe she's younger. She feels like one of those people, like when we say hurt people, she's a hurt person. And I don't know what she went through. But it does look like, you know, she's been through some stuff. But she uses it as a crutch to get away with stuff. So she's not honest. And I think depending on who she's dealing with is how she is. But if you've got the Seven of Swords, I think she's selfish, a little selfish. And kind of love crazy, like always looking for love in all the wrong places. She likes attention. Seven of Cups. She likes to build a real, you know, pretty dream, but I don't think she's like at all the type that can go through and actually fulfill what it is she's talking about. She's a little reckless, you know, a little foolish, a little fake. I don't think she's real. I mean, of course she's real, but she doesn't speak from a real place. She speaks from a place of, like, how can I manipulate, or what can I say to manipulate a situation in order to get my way, kind of thing. If it serves her, she puts on the charm and acts real nice. If it doesn't, then, you know, she's kind of a bitch. I'm not trying to talk about your family, but that's what I'm getting. All right, Maria, you are next, boo. What initially attracted James to you? Let's see. It could be like your family values, or like the way you were raised. I feel like you keep to yourself a lot. You're kind of an introvert, and they like that about you. They were attracted to that. They were attracted to the fact that you didn't just give your whole self right away. So you gave them a little bit of a mystery. But they like how abundant your energy is. Your energy is like, I'm going places, I'm doing things. I don't have time to waste with anything other than what's going to take me to my highest good. Now, there's nothing really here as far as like physical attraction. It feels more of like a spiritual connection, like a attraction. Like they're attracted to your mind. They're attracted to possibly the way you save your money, or the way that, you know, you think of family and friends and things like that. Let's see if this one will give me some physical attributes. I think you speak life into things. Like you're bubbly. That's the way it feels. You're bubbly, but you don't give things away very easily. Like you're nice, but you know what not to say, or you know how to keep yourself safe. They're still not telling me. The smell of you. Maybe they liked your haircut. I feel like you're not a pushover either. Even though you're real nice. They're not giving me physical attributes at all. Like, they're avoiding it. All the people here are cloaked. So, maybe that's just the mystery of you. Like, they want to know more. Like, they know you're full of good things, and they would like to know more. So, they're just attracted to you, not physically. You know, and that's a good thing, because, you know, if we were to ask somebody that just wants, you know, sex from you, they're going to be like, oh, her boobs, her hair, her, you know, her legs. But this person is more than just like the physical. Okay, let me shuffle these back. I gotta reposition myself. And don't judge, I'm in my pajama pants. Okay. Okay. You're not on the list, babe. You might want to catch me next time. All right. What does he feel about reuniting at this time? This song Back to December is playing right now. So they might be coming back in December, or something happened like last December. Sagittarius theme is also December. Temperance is associated with that, so they could be returning like December, November, and yeah. Three of Cups. I do feel like they are gonna try to reunite with you, but a little further out. It's saying like be patient. It shows they've been in hermit mode. Maybe they were like working on their finances, or they were having like a lack mentality, but they do look like they want something new with you. But I wouldn't say, I mean, even if they're thinking about it now, I don't think it's going to play out until like end of November, early December. Like they've been watching you some way, somehow, keeping tabs on you. Maybe you have some of the same friends. They've been fantasizing about coming back already, because they're saying you're their star. They want that shine again. Maybe they've been in hermit mode trying to find that star, and they're going to realize it's you. You've been there all along. King of Pentacles, it looks like they're going to come in a good energy. Whereas before they showed up as the Five of Pentacles, which is lack mentality, not abundant. King of Pentacles is abundant, ready, you know. Like they're not in lack anymore. They know what they want. They go for it. Thank you, Janelle, babe, for your donation. You're next. And then my free listers. I know they're ready. And thank you for your donation, baby. You're welcome. I don't know. Spirit was specifically telling me something about December 3rd through the 8th. Just Janelle, it is your turn, boo. Oh. There was just something about December. Back to December. Okay, how will you know you have met your divine soulmate? Girl, I can tell you. Better not show you. But, yeah. Let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Okay. It's saying you'll just know. There's something about this person that's going to feel like home. You don't have the normal anxiety of, like, what do I do? You know, with this connection, where is it going to go? It's kind of like you just have this internal knowing that this is going somewhere. Like, you've known them before. And even if it's like starts small, it's like, you know, internally, like it's headed for the finish line. Because I have the Four of Wands, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Page of Cups. And for me, this is like, you'll just, an internal knowing. Like the Queen of Swords knows. You feel it in your gut. You feel it in your soul. Hold on. Okay. You could have already met this person from what I'm seeing. Like maybe you met them last fall or something significant about fall, Halloween time. Maybe last, let's say September, October, you dealt with somebody and what they were offering at the time wasn't it. But you learned a lesson from it. So whether you learned the lesson in order for this new connection to come in, like I think in the past when people offered you things, you kind of like shrunk yourself or like automatically said they're lying. With this person, it's not going to be that way. It's going to be pure and authentic. You're going to mirror them. Something about fall and winter are really significant, so you might meet them in the fall or winter time. But your true counterpart will come with lessons. You will learn things from them. And I honestly feel like for you, it's being able to trust that it's real, that your feelings are real, like trusting your own intuition on something. But I hope that helps. All right, now free listers, hello. Any significant features? I would say their eyes are very intense. It's something about the way that they look at you. It could be the color or just like when they look at you, they see through you. It's something about the eyes. They could have like facial hair or like some kind of body hair. They just look very cuddly and comfortable. They don't really give me a lot of like features, especially with the deck I use, so. Alright, hello. Your turn. What are you being prepared for? That you can't see it. I kind of feel like you're being... There's something coming that you're going to have to be able to see things clearly. It could be because you're naturally very much on defense. And right now, Spirit's trying to humble you. Because maybe there's something coming that you need to accept instead of like automatically put your guard up about and stress about. Like there's something coming that you're going to have to trust that your decisions are not coming from your ego. They're coming from what your soul is guiding you to do. because they think you get in your head a lot. You think too much. You overthink things. And so there's something coming towards you that you're going to have to not let your ego tell you it's not for you. Because I think in the past, maybe Spirit has sent you things and you've been like, no, that ain't it. No, no. You know, like you've overthought it and cut it out. So, something like that. But I hope that helps. Alright, Genie. Love General. General love. Girl, the devil and the King of Wands. You want to get some. This is somebody that wants to get some. They want to get down and dirty. Definitely a return. I think it's going to happen between Libra season and Scorpio season. It's something that is circling back around. That's all I can see. And it could actually be a Scorpio or a Libra that that comes back around. But I feel like this is something that's trying to, or somebody that's trying to teach you a lesson, or that you've learned lessons with. And I don't know what judgment call you're going to make on this, but it does look like it's spinning the block. Two of Wands. You're going to have to make a decision. But it looks like it's coming in really hot and heavy. See? El Diablo. You know what? That feels like everybody's got a kryptonite, right? There's always some person that if they come, you just can't say no. And I feel like everybody has that person. And if you haven't had that person yet, you will at some point. That's the way it feels like. It looks like somebody that's just irresistible. And not just because they're good looking or whatever. It's just, it could be your trauma being like, yeah, that's my man, you know? Like that meme that says, the dad tells the girl, like, you need to be a cop. And she said, why? And they're because you already chase the criminals, or you date the criminals. You might as well, whatever. But then that's the one that's coming back around, because it feels like one of them kryptonites. And they probably will give you the good. All right, Irene. I got one. I know that much. But I've gotten better at being able to say no. A little better. All right, Irene. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. And you can go ahead and close the donation list. Just so we can get through it. TiVo's current thoughts and feelings. To me, they feel like, because it's funny, because they show me the Ten of Pentacles, which is everything. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like, you know, slow investment. You know, you plant the seed, it doesn't bloom today, but it's going to bloom at some point. And they feel like with you, as long as they keep planting, it will eventually get to that. And then I got the Three of Pentacles. 7 plus 3 is the Ten of Pentacles again. So they're basically showing me the same thing. Like, if we can just keep going and stay connected through this and wait for it to become the time for harvest, things will be okay. And they're pretty confident in that, because they literally showed me two Ten of Pentacles. So you might start seeing 10-10 or 1s or even 3s and 7s. Alright, are you still here on my left? I think this is the crunkest Friday I've had in a while. Hello, Zara. Sorry, the free list is closed for today, love. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's spooky season. Alright, General Love. I started freestyling almost. Doing Eminem. I couldn't. Let's see. I keep getting this, like, somebody's grabbing you, like, no, you're not going anywhere. That's the way it feels. Somebody's got a hold of you. They're like, no, we're not done yet. That's the way it feels. We're not done yet. Wait. There could have been some conflict or disagreements. Maybe you two are just, like, butting heads in the current moment. Because I have the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. I think the illusion is breaking apart. This feels like in a relationship where the honeymoon period is gone and shit gets real, you know, like the illusion is like, oh, what did I get myself into kind of thing. And the other person's like, no, don't go nowhere, just stop. And then I got the Fool at the bottom. So you could be thinking about jumping into something new soon. Or starting over with this. But there's definitely like something that where they're like, you're not going nowhere. Get back here. Believe the dream. Sorry, not rainbows and sunshines today. I love you. If I was a man, I would marry you, Em. Alright, Angelica. This past Wednesday, you said there's somebody from my past coming back. What is this person's intentions? Their intentions are pretty pure. It looks like it doesn't look like they're coming in ready to it could be just an apology. They're laying down their ego a little bit. You've been on their mind a lot, and so they're just kind of checking in. They're not really showing me anything past that. It just feels like they're coming to either apologize or like check in and be like, where are you at? Where am I at? Are we on the same page now? Hopefully that helps. My light's back there flickering and shit. Angelica. Oh, that's the one I just did. Never mind. CA cutie. I'm telling you, once I read, it's like out of my head. I don't know why that happens though. You're welcome. Was ending truthful. About what she said. Okay, was she truthful or not? Let's see. To me, it feels like she was truthful, but she didn't tell you the whole truth. And it could be to like spare your feelings, or I don't know. It kind of feels like there was something that it didn't need to be exposed. Like, she had good intentions. It wasn't like she was lying to you. It just feels like maybe she didn't tell you the whole story. And maybe the whole story didn't have anything to do with you, you know, so she told you the part that affected you. It feels like some kind of like work decision or something. All right, Mary Jane. Girl, I know, Angelica. Girl, I'm here with a cold. I'm trying my best. My throat hurts. But like, honestly, like, I will literally forget what I just read for. It just goes straight out of my head. Like, it wasn't even for me. Like, it's probably the way I detach from energy. It's just like, let it flow in and out. It opens up for the next one. I don't know. It's very strange. Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Because, I mean, if I kept all the energy from everybody, I think I would be way overloaded. Spirits got their ways, I guess. Alright. Oh, Mary Jane. Stephanie. General next 2 weeks. Thank you, Jean. It was one of those past ones. No. El Diablo looks like they're coming back. Because I have the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I definitely feel like maybe it's the long needed conversation. Now, why it kept showing me El Diablo, I don't know. Maybe it's a warning. Get prepared. Don't be fooled. Okay, hold on, Mary Jane. Let me go back. The chat is just too full today. I can't keep track. Where did you post, Mary Jane? No, you didn't post. Oh, there we go. All right, Stephanie. I didn't see Stephanie's question. Is Jonathan talking to or possibly dating or going out with other women? I don't think so. He's still crying about the past. Like, if I don't see, like, it's kind of like he's not entertaining love right now or dating, really. He's kind of in a depressed state. He showed me he walked away from what he loved. That's basically what he was telling me. So, LT Spiritual. General love. I could do that. You're welcome, my love. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all free listers. I know sometimes it's hard to wait. You have a great weekend too, babe. I'll see you Sunday. What is up with this man, huh? Because this is the devil, the 5 of swords, and the 8 of cups. This could be another El Diablo returns. Whoever this is, I don't feel like they're coming in with a lot of love. I think they're coming in with a lot of BS. So keep your head up. I do not know what this energy is because it keeps coming out. That same combination almost. The 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Devil. What is in the energetic atmosphere right now that's bringing that out? I know it's not a retrograde. Or I hope it's not. Space Cowboy. Something. The veils. It could just be the energy right now. Oh. Oh. Another one. Like, we should only have one every 5 years. One every 5 years. Not twice a year, 3 times a year. Some bull crap. Alright. November 9th. Are we in shadow? No. Not for a while. What's coming towards my dearest Andresa? The Lovers, the 8 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. I see you're looking good. This could be somebody returning to, like, do it again. Like a do again. Maybe they've been blocked or, like, you haven't been around them in a while. I think right now your main focus is you, like trying to build yourself up, your energy. You could be just looking real good to the opposite sex, you know? Maybe they're like, ooh, how do I approach her? Maybe they're scared of you. Justice, 2 of Cups. So, whatever it is kind of feels balanced. I don't know why the 8 of Swords. Maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they didn't see your worth in the past, and now like you're shining, and they're like, I need some of that. All right, Space Cowboy, what will your future wife be like? I think this person is very much in control of their emotions, their money. They're very secure with themselves. It's kind of like they got the Midas touch. Anything they touch turns gold. They could be a very like good manifester. They feel very abundant, but they also might have been through a lot because they're showing up as like a masculine energy, right? Because King of Cups, King of Coins. They may have been through a lot of trauma, so they don't. You might be the one that can let them be soft, but it might be a conflict at first because you can't have too masculine energies. It's just too much ego. Maybe you turn this person into their soft feminine energy, but that could be one thing. When you meet them, they're a control freak almost. Like they are in control of their emotions, they're in control of their finances. And that could be why they're so much in the masculine, is because they've had to do for themselves like their whole life. All right, Rachel. Of course, interested. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely best to focus on yourself. But not in a selfish way, just in like, you know, you're the one that's always going to be there for you. So why not treat you right? All right, Diamond Girl. He's going to have more than one. More than one wife. What's coming towards you, boo? Let's see. Six of Wands. Victory, success, recognition, being seen, options, Seven of Cups. What you want? What you want, girl? What you want? You can have it. The Fool, a new beginning, a new prosperous beginning, one where you'll be seen, one where you be heard, one where you won't be confused. It looks very abundant. I feel very secure, like you're going to be able to breathe a lot easier in this new chapter. Okay. Of course, LT Spiritual, thank you for sticking with me, babe. Glad to have you here always. Alright, who are we on? Nana Banana. Okay. That's an amazing thing. I'm all about it for you. For all of us. That's what you want in a person? Well, you're gonna get it. Alright. I feel like he's gonna come in and try to like start something, but he's not coming from a place of being like fully open to his heart. Now this could also be like maybe it could happen during Libra season, or he could be just testing the waters because he's been sad without you. But it kind of feels like there's still something that he needs to balance out before he comes in. Because it feels like a victim mentality, you know? He's gonna talk to you, and he'll probably try to sleep with you. But as far as like committing in a relationship, final union, no. Not yet. he needs to, I don't know, like heal himself a little bit. Okay, you know. It seems like you have shit taste. That's probably your trauma. Trauma will make us go for shit sometimes. What's coming in love for my beautiful cherry? The song Lost Without You came to mind when I saw these cards. Someone could feel lost without you, and they're coming back to give you something because they feel lost without you. They feel empty. They feel cold. Could be asking you on a date. I'd say more towards like mid to late November. It's Prince Charming, so be careful. Prince Charming talks a good or puts on a good show. It could turn into love. I'm not saying it won't, but they're coming in like everything you want. Motion. AA. Motion or AA. He's weird, that's for sure. You're welcome. Thank you for being patient and waiting. I appreciate you. And thank you, Jean. You keep my ass in line. I'm having a hard time. I don't know if you could tell or not, but culture. Jean said, I'm running through this list. Let's do it. General for culture. All right, babe. Let's see. Ugh. I got the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. And I know you really like to think more about like let's see. This feels like something that hurt is being used for your betterment. Like it's putting you in a better place for some reason. It could be, you know, you've been going through a lot with school, or, you know, your dorm or whatever, and it's all getting resolved. There's a new beginning on the horizon for you. Two new beginnings, actually. So just hang tight. It may feel like shit right now, but you're being blessed because of the goodness within you. Because I think you deserve more than what people have been doing to you or having done to you. But it's like some things will hurt to teach you a lesson, but at the same time, you're blessed from that lesson, you know? All right, AA, let me see. I'm not tired. I just feel horrible. That's all. That's all. Okay, how does Jonathan truly feel about you? Y'all are just friends. Alright, how do they feel? You're welcome, culture. The song right now is that it's playing is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. So players only love you when they're playing. All right, babe. it feels like they have a new perspective. Like they could see the world with you. They could see a lot of. It's kind of like they hold it all inside, though. There's like some pause to what they actually feel, because they feel like together y'all can rule the world kind of energy, right? King, queen. I got the hangman, the world, and the wheel of fortune. I think they hold back because they don't want you to feel like they're chasing you in some sense, like they don't want you to think it's a game. They want you to know it's real. And with three major arcanas, that's pretty real. you know, and they're positive. They're not the devil like everybody else has been getting. I definitely rather have the hangman than El Diablo. Alright, so no CC. Anything, yeah. Everybody's jamming right now. If I rule the world, yeah. Alright, you're welcome. Kiki, do you love me? Like every time I see that name, that's what I think of. And I'm sorry, it's an old, song, but I don't know if you get that a lot, but oh my gosh, look what I just split the deck to, the Empress and the Emperor. About to meet your match. The Hierophant. The Hangman. The Empress. Wait, no. The Lovers. I don't know. Do you feel like you're in a divine connection? That's kind of been on hold for a while because both of y'all needed to heal. If that's the case, I feel like they're coming back. Could be a Gemini, an Aquarius, a Pisces, freaking Libra, Virgo, Aries. And it's all major arcanas, 5 of them. And I didn't even deal 5 cards. I split it to them. So. Oh, Kiki. Do you love them? Oh, the Chariot. It's coming. Like, damn, Kiki, come back and tell me all about it, please, because I always like to know when I see something like that. Oh, thank you, Jean. I'll read for you. I will. But if you say so, I don't mind because you do so much for me. I always feel bad. But thank you. That's my mama's birthday, 9/19. But I love y'all guys. Thank y'all so much. It's so good to see you, Jeannie. We be missing you when you're gone too. Y'all are the best. Oh, thank you. May all the blessings come towards you too. Alright. Well, I love you guys. I'm getting better at the heart with wings. Y'all have an amazing weekend. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna stay warm. It's you have to stay warm in Texas, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to feel better. My throat is killing me. But I love y'all all.